Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for more MechAssault. Yes. Oh, the Atlas.
Better yet, his second in command.
Yeah, he's on the run. He's on the run.
You're badly outnumbered. Stay mobile. You won't be
able
to take them head on. Just get the second in command before they escape.
Okay, good. We can just like edge on there. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is another Saturday, and the monsoon season has not let up. It has rained every goddamn day, which means no range trips, or even trips to the goddamn track.
They'll try to lure you away. Don't be distracted. Only one thing matters.
Wait, getting late? No. We don't want to be distracted by that. Although that is something enjoyable, so there's that. Actually, we want to go this way anyway. Okay. I'm being shot by everything again. That seems to be a fairly common thing in this game. I don't know why everybody wants to blow me up. So, as of today, I discovered a random... I think we're probably gonna die, because I just kind of charged down here, and there's a lot of big guys. It probably would make sense to... what I'm gonna try to do is just kind of circle around here and then just kind of hit him from the rear. That's some kind of tactic. I'm not sure if it's the best though, but it's a tactic. And if it's stupid and it works, then it must not be that stupid. Yeah, I'm about to blow up. Well, here's the thing. That was a bad idea. I'm going to blame Necromunda because I'm kind of in a Necromunda mood, because goddamn is that game good. I was going to talk about a comic, but Necromunda came up. It's a bit, shall we say, well, actually, I'm not even going to call it janky, because it's not that jank. Some of the animations could be better. The frame rate is kind of crap, but the actual gameplay and setting and the design of everything in the story really kind of makes up for the jank.
And hello, Daniel Evans, and hello, Turok Paraseed.
I don't know if it's rainy as Seattle. At least it's not as, pretentious. It's not a pretentious rain. It's just rain. Okay, let's try to get some cover here. Let him try to fly up there, and we'll, rain on his parade. But yeah, Warhammer 40k Necromunda came out, on Monday, I believe. Tuesday. I did pre-order it. And I gotta say, it was everything I hoped it would be. It is the first good Warhammer 40k game since Space Marine. It may not have the production value of Space Marine, because they don't have that THQ money, but it is really bloody good. And it's one of those games kind of like this, where I could see myself playing that for a very long time. Hell, the game even has random missions you can do that is really going to prolong. Oh, blow it up! Had I known this was here, I would have hit this first. Alas, I did not. That should be able to block him. At least that should damage... Well, it damaged one bastard. Ooh, damaged two bastards. No, not three. At least we hurt him. Which one of them is hurt the most? Necromunda was a really good idea when it came to making a 40k game, because unlike with, say, Space Marine, Extreme Prejudice. Oh no, we're gonna get banned from Facebook.
Foster, when you looked at the sensors the first time, you missed a group of massive walking tanks. Captain, get a move on and stop that other convoy.
You know, Foster, you sound like kind of a fuck-up. No wonder he's a merc. I don't know. Is it better than Space Marine? That is a very good question. It is... Yeah, I'd actually say it is. Space Marine's a third-person shooter that's kind of generic. Necromunda, on the other hand... I think I'm going the wrong way. Maybe. Alright. That's the problem. They gave me two options to go, and it looked like this is where that's supposed to go, but evidently not. I guess we got distracted, and now we're going to lose the mission, but whatever. That's bound to happen. And of course I'm in a super slow mech, but see, Necromunda mixes a couple of different gameplay genres But despite that, it mixes them fairly well, and gives a fairly unique... So I guess I am supposed to go this way. I guess? It'd be nice if the game gave me some idea other than it seems like... Maybe it's just this way? Oh, come on, game. Be nice to me. It must be that way. Alright, we'll go back this way. Meanwhile, the convoy's just getting away. It's like, wait, where's in? Why isn't in working? But the way the gameplay's set up, it's got some really nice levels, whereas Space Marines are pretty flat and basic. You know, you've got a lot of cool customization options. Like, and you've got to make sure you're Necromunda dude. Now wait a minute, are we supposed to blow through here or not? The game's not really telling me much of anything right now. I would think this would be the way. But evidently not, I guess. I must have to get back on that ridge. So I'm probably gonna lose the mission. Oh well, we'll survive. But yeah, you have to make... But the upgrades actually make a difference in Necromunda because the game is actually hard enough that you really, really, really need them. Because, like, if you want to go on, like, random, like, missions just for money... Because you are a bounty hunter, after all. If you want to go on random missions just for money, you are going to have to be fairly high level, and you're going to have to make damn sure you can tank damage and dish it out. So you can't just have, like, a pistol and hope to win. Well, I guess if you're good, you can do, like, a pistol run, but most normal gameplay requires you to have something a little better than that. So maybe we're supposed to go around the mountains?
Sir, the word of Blake is in full retreat. Like amateurs, they've probably left something useful.
Okay, we got, like, a little bit of music. I don't know, this game just confuses me sometimes. They could make this a little clearer. Just a little. Okay, it looks like we're supposed to go this way. Let's see what's up here real quick, just in case there's something good up here.
He has to be in one of those mechs. Keep after them, sir.
Come on, this is a mech. It should be able to easily climb up this bloody thing. But for a game made by a small team and for 30 bucks, there's a remarkable amount of gameplay in there. And the graphics are remarkably good. Also, the story follows the Necromunda books fairly faithfully. It's kind of interesting how well they did that. I didn't expect it. And I didn't even really know anything about Necromunda until I started playing the game. I mean, I knew what Necromunda was, which was a hive world, and there was some events that took place there, but I didn't realize, like, they had important characters and stuff like that. Now that I do, I'm even more impressed. Necromunda is a pretty good idea for a setting anyway, because it's not a bunch of super Space Marine or super, you know, Cthulhu crap. It's just a very grounded concept. And it allows, like, normal humies a chance to shine. Also, it gives you some character customization options as well. I went ahead and became just Jason Statham. You know, this game could be a little clearer on where I need to go, because it's like, that's where that compass points, and I guess I'm supposed to go this way? But I just came from there, and there didn't appear to be anything. Game, you need to give me a map. Or maybe there is a map, and I don't know. No, doesn't appear to be a map anywhere.
Hello, Corey.
Well, you don't necessarily need too many hints to figure out what to do in this game, but the big problem is, when you have a map this size, it's like, well, wait, do I go here or do I go there? And it's like, give me some clue, game. Otherwise, I'll just smash this base flat, just for the fun of it. Come on, blow them up. They might have left something useful. Well, not anymore. Just smash it. Smash everything. But as I was saying earlier, I did come across a comic called Evil Heroes. It's not what you think. The heroes aren't evil. It's actually kind of a fun with acronyms. It's supposed to be evolutionary heroes. And there's some evil space gods that attack Earth that look like superheroes. Like you got your evil Superman, as is common these days. Then you got your evil Batman, who's the first of the evil gods to die. Overall, it was a pretty decent comic. it didn't go too many places that were different from what you would expect. Plucky heroes take down the evil space gods, and it's one of those things where I like when I can just find a comic that, while not necessarily groundbreaking, it's just pleasant to read, and it's just different enough to be fun. And it's one of those things where there was no wokeness. It was just, okay, it must be this way, because, like, I've already explored this entire part of the map, so I was going in the right direction. So we have to go back the way we came, and I guess blast through that gate, I guess? Well, I've wanted to play the Battletech starter pack. I have one myself. Still in the cellophane. I bought it just before the 2020 hit, so I have not had a chance to actually play it. I'm hoping it's actually fun when I finally do get a chance to do it. It's one of those things. Warhammer 40k started out as a tabletop board, I guess not a board game, a tabletop war game is what the superfans would likely call it. But to me, it just seems like it's overly complicated. Okay, we're gonna sit here and shoot. Maybe this opens when we walk to it? No. This looks like this should be the place to go. It looks like it, but may not be. See, that's just the big problem with some of these things. I might have to, like, look up a walkthrough later on and try to beat it. But I'm not... But you would think that would be the way. Okay, evidently it's not, because surely it would have blown up by that point. Well, I guess let's just shoot for a little bit and see if that's it, because I can think of no other place to go yet. Also, like the shell casings are falling out. It's beautiful. Out of all the universes, I would have to say, okay, let's wander around again. Out of all the various universes, I would have to say that in terms of readability, it would still have to be Star Wars. Just because Star Wars is dead doesn't mean it's still not my favorite.
Second command has escaped. Sirs, I'm reading multiple dropship launches. They're retreating off planet. Captain, return to the Icarus.
I knew we'd run out of time. Okay, we'll try this again. Or not. Yeah, there we go. We'll try this again. Maybe that gate was supposed to open or something. It gave me a lot of time to figure out where to go, so it must not be that hard.
Sir, you're badly outnumbered. Stay
At least this is easy enough.
take them head on. Just get the second in command before they escape.
I'll try to blast when they go under that little thing. Warhammer 40k is rapidly approaching my second favorite. I always really was quite fond of Aliens, but there was just never enough of it. There was never enough of Aliens and Predator. I mean, like, AVP was a very interesting universe, but unfortunately there just was basically 3 books and that was it. And then any pretensions to continuity was gone. A lot of the other franchises I just don't really care about because they're usually kind of one note. I like the versatile franchises, like Star Wars and Warhammer 40k. Because, like, say like RoboCop, that is a one-note franchise. RoboCop can only ever be RoboCop. Terminator as well is a very one-note franchise because it can only be, you know, Arnold, he shows up and has to save something. They can never actually win. Basically, I like it when a franchise can actually have a win state and then enough of a setting afterwards to continue. Well, jump in the lava. What an idiot. Because, like, 40k can potentially have a win state. Especially with the old Rabute Gilliman showing up. That was one issue I did have with 40k, is it was basically just the Grimdark all the time, up until 2017. Basically, I really quite like it when a franchise has the capacity to evolve, that it can go somewhere after the initial plotline is done. And that's really just the big problem with most, like Star Trek, for example. If Star Trek was allowed to be Star Trek again, it would still be good. But Star Trek is something that is like self-perpetuating. Alien and Predator is another thing that's self-perpetuating that sadly doesn't allow, has never been allowed to perpetuate.
Sirs, I'm reading multiple signatures. It looks like another convoy.
Okay.
When you looked at the sensors the first time,
Now,
you missed a group of massive walking
we should
tanks.
go this way.
Get a move on and stop that other convoy.
Okay, let's pay attention. We should go this way. That is where the little compass thing is pointing. So, let's go this way and see if there's something that I missed. Maybe there's like something right in front of my face. It's over here somewhere. Maybe I'm supposed to go back up there. Okay, actually, let's do that. Let's run all the way over. Run all the way over here and see where that might or might not lead. No, I do not consider that canon. It has nothing to do with the EU. Even if those films had been good, I still wouldn't consider it canon. A good example of how I don't consider anything new.
The word of Blake is in full retreat. Like amateurs, they've probably left something useful.
Yeah, left something useful. The only reason even when I watch something modern Star Wars related, I still don't consider that particularly canon. Like say the Bad Batch or Mandalorian. I enjoy those for what they are, but okay, we're gonna leave that behind and see where this goes. I enjoy those things for what they are, but at the same time, I don't particularly consider them Star Wars. It's kind of, I admit that's kind of counterintuitive, but it's like, yeah, it's Star Wars, but it's not like my Star Wars. It's close enough to it's Star Wars-like. You know, it's a Star Wars-like object. Of course, I say that, I'm still going to go as Din Djarin at the local comic convention, but I don't consider the movies canon, I don't consider the Bad Batch canon, I don't consider any of that canon. The Bad Batch is remarkably good, as I've said on multiple occasions. The latest episode was okay. I mean, it's starting to get a little annoying here and there. I do find it funny that, okay, I could have just gone this way. Well, what an idiot. I do find it funny that Omega now has her signature weapon, the bow. My biggest problem with some of the Star Wars weapons is they're a little silly. You kind of just have to turn your brain off. It's kind of like the swords in 40K. Technically, a Space Marine should never even have to use his sword because they're supposed to have complete and total 100% accuracy. And that depends on the writer, of course, and the work, because like some works will just show them blasting bolt after bolt, but some books will have them be able to get a hit with every single shot. And if they're that accurate, there is no reason why they should ever have to use a sword. But whatever. But yeah, Star Wars and its weird ranged weaponry. I mean, like, the bowcaster's cool with Chewbacca, but still, he would be served better with, you know, a firearm. And then Omega's bow, the space bow, like, somebody designed that to shoot energy arrows. Come on. I call bullshit on that. All of it. Now, 40K in terms of, like, the tabletop, it looks like it's really expensive. I mean, I'm not gonna shit upon it because I never tried it, but it looks extremely expensive for what it is. And like, there's all these different codices and rule books. It's like Mech Warrior or BattleTech. You know, it's like the budget option. It's the one where you want to play a game or do you want to like join a cult.
You will force me to abandon this world and all it hides. For that, you will face death.
Foster, can the Icarus get us off this rock yet?
No, sir. Just local hops.
Captain, return to the Icarus. We're going to assault this Word of Blake base and stop Strader before he escapes.
Strader? He's part of the Super Straight movement. Let's see. 12 books in 12 months? Holy crap.
We can't let Strader escape, and it would be in our best interest to capture whatever lost technology is being evacuated with him. Someone has to go into a heavily guarded spaceport, blow the Blake dropship, and kill or strand Strader. Guess who gets the job?
Not it.
Right you are, briefing boy. Good luck, Captain. Foster, your job. You need to get the dropship fixed so we can get off this planet and enjoy our R&R after our esteemed captain gets done kicking some Blake butt.
Now, she had to make sure she didn't say ass because then it wouldn't be rated T for teen. Now, you can blow the shit out of, like, human beings, you can crush them underfoot, but if you say ass, that's wrong. If my eyes rolled anymore, they'd roll straight out of my fucking skull.
Sir, they're trying to blow the bridges. Don't get caught on one.
Oh, you always say that. If only I could smash that, but oh well. Just between you and me, smashed hat. Because that's hauling the space gas. The space oil. The spoil. That's another one of those kind of silly things from 40K. They do have space oil called Promethium fuel. It's like, really? Come on. What bullshit? Just say it runs on fusion or something. But whatever. 40K has had that problem of like, they have super advanced high tech, and then they've got tech that's really incongruous, like missiles that are less good than a 90s missile. It's like, I get it, it's supposed to be science fantasy, but that kind of strains incredulity. And there's some stuff that would take more time to manufacture than a more modern equivalent, but whatever. Whatever! That's just one of those things you gotta do. It's kind of like using a bow. I think I might be fucked. And not in a good way either. Because, how am I supposed to go over there? I guess I need to use something that can fly. Or maybe I can just get around here through... Okay, I think that's how they're going to make it work. Because they got to know that people are going to want to, you know... You want to use a little, you know... this guy's pretty ballsy. Actually, he hurts a little bit. Yeah, stop you a little... Come on, come on, come on. Stop moving! Blast him! Your fate was sealed the moment you tried to stand against the mech warrior captain guy. He kind of needs a name. He needs like a good name. It's like all heroes need epic names. If his name was just like Frank, not him! Unless it's the filthy Frank, then that might be bad. Let's see. A blaster that acts like a bow. But yeah, it's just stupid though. I mean, come on. Just give her a gun. I don't think that's how volcanism works, but whatever. I don't think that's how rocks work either, but you know what? We're just gonna ignore that. It's just, you know, a little bit of suspension of disbelief. Just a little bit. You know, suspension of disbelief is one of those things that I do have kind of a problem with. Calling something, you know, saying, oh god, no, really? MechAssault, if you can see this, go fuck yourself. Blasters, yeah, stuff like that already exists. It's energy generation. And besides, it has to be somehow better.
Sir, get to the spaceport as fast as you can. We need to catch the commander before
If you're gonna have like something that's not a gun, it has to be better and more efficient than a firearm, and energy weapons are not, as of yet. Now in 40K they are, because in 40K what you have is las guns, and las guns are once again very inconsistent. Not as inconsistent as say a Star Trek phaser, but still pretty bad. Like sometimes they are little better than modern day firearms, and other times they have basically the energy that a 50 BMG can deliver. It really just depends. Because they're written as being able to blow off limbs, but then sometimes, but when it comes to like say a dramatic moment, it just like makes a little hole that is immediately cauterized. Because like if you have something that's powerful enough to blow off a limb, you get hit in the chest with that, your chest is going to be fucking pulped, but whatever. That's a problem with power levels and things like that. If you want your characters, you know, to not die, then if they get dramatically hit, the weapon can't be too powerful, otherwise they're just dead. You lose a established character, which no writer really wants to do. I mean, established characters are very important. Oh yeah, we need to go around this way. And yeah, there's no small-armed lasers. There's like rocket guns, but those things never worked right. Oh yeah, that little bastard. Come here, you little bastard. If I could smack you, I would. It's like rocket guns do exist. The gyrojet pistol, which Gun Jesus did a video on. Those exist, but they're worse than a firearm in literally every way. Guns are legitimately fairly good weapons. I mean, yeah, they're limited by ammo, but it's quite remarkable how well they work. Let me steal your soul, Mechie boy. Now, if we beat the game before the allotted time, I will take a look at the little multiplayer with bots. A fan mentioned that in a comment, and we'll be taking a look at that. But yeah, plasma rifles and stuff like that. What I would like to have is a weapon that doesn't need ammo. That's one of the things where las guns work pretty well. Those things can actually be solar powered, believe it or not. Hey, they're energy efficient. And green. Even though green energy is the most it pollutes more than fucking oil. And according to a little bit of my research, apparently nuclear power plants put out less radiation than coal-fired power plants. Not really sure how that works, but there's one thing I read that said that. Could be true, could be not. I still can't really get into the Mech Warrior universe. It's like every time I try to read one of those books, it's like, oh god, just get on with it. Or like the characters just don't really... The character to me is the most important aspect of any novel. If it's just, you know, action and the fighting, it gets boring fast for me. Like, it's got to be a cool dude doing something cool. I got to actually care about what's going on. The last couple 40K books I've read, they've had good action, and it actually had some cool characters doing cool things. Some cool Primaris Space Marines, you know, leading an attack on like a demon ship. Like, that's fucking awesome! But if it was just, you know, an attack on a random demon ship, it'd be pretty boring. It's like... And right now I'm reading,
Two light mechs. They're just trying to delay you. Kill them or try and move on.
You know what? When you give me the option to blow the shit out of something, I'm probably gonna blow the shit out of something, just saying. They won't delay me for long. But yeah, I'm currently reading the third Dark Imperium novel. I don't know why GW decided to call them Dark Imperium. Could that be any more confusing? Ooh, double kill! I totally planned to do it like that. Could that be any more confusing? There was already a book of short stories called Dark Imperium. So trying to find, you know, Dark Imperium is not an easy prospect.
Blow any bridges or tunnels you see. It'll cut off the fleeing enemies and keep reinforcements off your back.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait, no. We need to go this way. It's a good thing I didn't, like, go on the other side. See, that's the thing. They're not gonna tell you shit now, are they? I can live with that. I don't need a game holding my hand. Except when I'm trying to do a live stream, I'm trying to be quick about it. Let's see. Dazzling laser weapons. The last NJO book. I really like the idea of the Mass Effect guns. EA kind of ruined them with the whole heat sink clips. What? Heat sink clips, EA? That makes no sense. But whatever. If I was going to go into a sci-fi universe, I would actually want, and I couldn't have a directed energy weapon, I would actually have the Mass Effect firearms, just because ammunition is pretty much infinite. I mean, and ammunition resupply is the biggest difficulty in any type of combat. And since all your ammo is just a little tiny, block, or little bits are shaved off, it's pretty nice. And yes, I should mention that Mass Effect Remastered is out, and you know what? I don't really give a shit. I mean, there's already mods you can get for the original PC versions, which I have, which they don't really work right as they bork the saves for some reason. But Mass Effect still looks pretty good to me, so buying it again does not appeal. But at least more people are getting into it, which is both good and bad. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, good games, but not as good as Dragon Age 1. There is basically a trilogy's worth of content in Dragon Age 1 compared to the Mass Effect trilogy. And then Dragon Age 1 just has a good ending and everybody's alive, and you know, you don't have that absolute crap ending that Mass Effect 3 gave us that I guess no one really cares about anymore. That's one thing that I think modern fans will be able to really appreciate, is they don't have to play through a crappy color-coded ending that was supposed to be the culmination of a massive franchise that was supposed to be the second coming of Star Wars. Stop shooting me! And I liked the Mako. I don't care what anybody says. The Mako was perfectly fine. Leave the Mako alone. But I still have to say, I rate Dragon Age a little higher than Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1 was the most RPG of all the Mass Effect games. Once you hit Mass Effect 2, it is third-person shooter with RPG elements. Mass Effect 3 gets a little better, but not by much. And then, of course, you have that shit ending. That's what the problem is. They keep... The Manufactorum. I think Mass Effect 2 is both the weakest... Mass Effect 2 is the weakest in terms of gameplay and fairly strong in terms of story, but that's about it.
Cowboy. Now get in there and stop that bastard.
Oh yes, because he ordered... I was actually going to talk about that in this live stream, and I'm glad I remembered it. So, like, one of the easiest ways to make an enemy in any game is to just have them attack random civilians, because just about everybody can get behind that. But you know what the worst aspect of humanity is? Is where it's going to get a little dark. The worst aspect of humanity is humanity can easily justify attacking an enemy.
Mercenary, you have fallen into my trap. I have set in motion a doomsday device. If I cannot have this planet, neither will you. You now face Ragnarok. Your doom is close at hand. You and this whole world will be dead before the day is out.
You think he's telling the truth? He better not be. The Icarus can't get into orbit, and the other Dragoons...
And also the people living on the planet, but hey, whatever, they're not one of us. But yeah, that's the problem with humanity. They can easily... The greatest of people can become the worst of villains. Well, some people can. That's... Okay, good, there's only 2 of them. I'm actually really hurt. But you can actually take fairly well-adjusted human beings and make them very evil by simply saying, oh yeah, these people are a threat because they're not like us. That's why this dude wants to kill everyone, because he still sees us as the enemy, because, well, we are. But he might otherwise not necessarily be completely insane. People always like to point out, like, religion or nationalism is what causes the most death, but really it's much simpler than that. Not like us. Don't you just love humanity? Humanity could be worse. That's the problem, no? Alright, we gotta kill him, steal his soul. Come on, come on, come on, come on, grab it. He was not very soulful now, was he? Trying not to focus just on playing the goddamn game. Okay, where's that fucking helicopter? He really isn't like us, because he's a fucking helicopter. Only assholes fly helicopters. Am I right? Boom! You been stackpole, dude. Give me all that sweet, sweet green crap. But Ragnarok. I think he was watching too many Marvel movies. Now, wouldn't that be sad? That's the only way Norse mythology survives, is one copy of Thor Ragnarok. Damn it. Come here, you little bastard. Blow him up! So wait, it's the Foot Clan. I have not played Mad World. Check the chat here. That's Victory Legendary Edition. Fem Shep. Well, at least they finally fixed the Mako. Mad World looked interesting, but eh.
I'll bet that plane is loaded with goodness. Take it down. Goodness?
It's the... I can't take it down. I'm stuck in a cutscene. We gotta stop the Space 747. Actually, it's crap. And it was loaded with some good stuff. The pilot, sadly, did not survive. Now, that looked more like a one of those giant German gliders. The Gigant, or however the hell you pronounce that. And speaking of the Krautland, recently been watching a shitload of Hogan's Heroes. That show has aged remarkably well. The guy playing Sergeant Schultz is still one of the funniest guys ever, though. I see nothing. I didn't even wake up this morning. Give me that sweet cannon. Give me that sweet pep. Boom. Even my phone agrees. John Boehner is the greatest. I do love it when games just give you a nice, generic, heavy metal soundtrack. There is one issue with Necromunda. The soundtrack isn't that great. But I gotta say, the gameplay in Necromunda is a lot better than Doom Eternal. Because there's no fucking arenas every 5 feet. And gameplay is more than just master these following button presses and then you can win, essentially. You actually have to navigate levels. They're not necessarily Raven Software level, but, well, they're close. They're like a half Raven Software. Let's see. Warford Rex. Yeah, I would like to see that. Yes, I have played Brute Force. I even own it. I rebought it recently. And, I remember nothing about it other than it was difficult. I may do a stream of it at some point in the future. I kind of want to wait till I can get a co-op partner to do some local co-op with that thing. Because I'm like the only person with an Xbox, I think, that I know at the moment. I'm not sure I really want to try to get X-Link Kai working, which, if I had more time, I would try to get that working. Because there is a substantial... I guess I'm supposed to kill that guy. Because there is a substantial Mech Warrior fan presence still. And he will still play this game online, believe it or not, after all these years. Just blow that up, maybe? Oh no. This is where the game's not going to tell me what to blow up again, isn't it? Ah, there it is. That's what it wants me to blow up. Let's see.
There's the dropship. Kill it. Reap what you sow, Strader.
Reap what you sow, huh? Strader, huh? You just picked an evil name. I think there's some scaling issues here, though, because that ship's gonna be a lot bigger than it is.
Scum, you die now. You face the Ragnarok.
What is that? That's not in any of our technical readouts.
It's the boss machine. Oh my god, they've got void shields.
The light of Blake will cleanse your souls.
So, for those who wonder who the hell is the Word of Blake?
And terrible.
I think he told us that already.
So, Word of Blake is a offshoot from a religion based around a superluminal communications device. No joke. Okay, I'm really hurt. So, it's almost as bad as the Adeptus Mechanicus. Almost. Okay, putting these little bastards in here I really don't like, because it's like, I've got to get some cover, because this guy is tough. Shoot that thing! Oh my good god. I really hope I don't have to replay the whole, like, fucking level. Because I am like I'm like more than half dead. I'm like fucked right now. And I got stuck in a wall. Get over there. No! You little tank fuck! Yep, I'm dead. Yep, dead. I thought there might have been health out there. Alas, there was not. Okay, I guess I gotta go destroy that, am I gonna have to go all the way back? I guess I shouldn't destroy all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way back, I bet.
Sir,
Yep.
to the spaceport as fast
Yep.
as you can. We need to catch the commander before
Oh,
he
dearie me.
replacing that
That's why I
point for you.
hate boss fights like this. I hate it so much I went ahead and poured water all over myself.
Hello,
Sir, they're trying to blow the
Pixels.
bridges. Don't get caught on one.
Reddit died or something like that. Imagine if I died in the first 5 seconds. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna like run past everything instead of trying to kill everything. Because god damn I hate boss fights like that. I mean, like Winback has a boss fight like that, where you go back far, and that boss fight is hard even with save states. So yeah, we're just gonna run and see how this works. It may or may not work, but like I'm already pissed because like the thing is, you gotta basically run that boss fight. At least that's what it looks like to me. It looks like I'm gonna have to run that like perfect almost, because you can't take too much damage from that guy. That's also where these mechs are gonna be a problem, because they all take so much fucking damage. Yeah, I'm gonna walk through the lava. What of it? It's like, good God. Just, it's the end of the game. Just let you start up at the bloody intro to the boss arena. Come on. It's like, to me that feels like artificial padding. See, that is why save states exist. For people who do not like tedium. But whatever. We'll just keep on a-stomping. Singularity? Yeah, save states don't work with us. I played Singularity, I think, earlier this year. I completed it again. It was pretty fun. It holds up well enough. Really, the only issue with Singularity is it's not as good as Wolfenstein, and yet Singularity can be bought everywhere, Wolfenstein cannot. It's just not fair. As Raven Software's last real game, Singularity is a good send-off. It could be better, but it's not the absolute worst. Well, it's not even close to the absolute worst. It's just, it could be better. Okay, I'm starting to get...
You may want to blow any bridges or tunnels you see. It'll cut off the fleeing enemies and keep reinforcements off your back.
I may die before I even get to the boss arena by not trying to attack everything. Because I do need health. There do need to be more health bunkers. Because, seriously. Is there any health in there? Of course not. See, on the difficulty level I'm using, there should have been... Yeah, I guess there's a health bunker there, but still. But it's only 1 health. And so he's gonna keep chasing me. I probably fucked myself again. Because I should have at least fought 1 or 2 of these, because I'm going to be going into that boss arena hurt, and he may kill me, which means I get to do it again, and again, and again. It may be 7 episodes, because of fucking tedium. Yep, because that's just the tiniest bit of health. Lost Planet 3. I never played any of the Lost Planet games, except for the first one, and I didn't even really play that one. I don't consider having played Lost Planet 1 because I played it for about 15 minutes back in 2007. I don't remember being that bad, but I just didn't particularly like it. I felt it was too anime. But at that time, I wasn't particularly into the whole anime aesthetic. At least I have the Atlas mech. Imagine trying to play this with something smaller. It'd be fucking impossible. Any health in there? No, why would there be? We don't need health. We can just keep playing again and again and again. Why not? So the problem is when I get into this base area, there's still going to be other mechs that I'm going to have to fight. And they're going to just do more and more damage to me. Maybe not. Okay, where is that? Maybe there's going to be health in there. Let's blow this up. Ah, that's the airbase. Yeah, they're just going to keep spawning. It's a good thing they just have an infinite number of helicopters. Could have left me some health there. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Hey, you know YouTube doesn't want to show my stuff. Why would they? And yeah, the Doom Eternal DLC is just not worth it. has some good ideas, hampered by the fact that the Doom Eternal gameplay just isn't that fun. I mean, when I first played the game, I was like, it has less arenas, until I actually played it some more, and it's like, it's all arenas, all the time. It was just... I've kind of, like I said in other streams, I've cooled on Doom Eternal, like, a lot. Okay, you little bastards. Yeah, they're gonna flank me and do... It's a death of 1,000 paper cuts. Alright, so this is gonna get me back to the boss arena, and I'm almost dead. Because of the time it's gonna take me to hit all these guys and actually kill them, I'm gonna be down to almost nothing. Oh yeah, we will actually be back up to normal health, because we'll shoot that plane down. Okay. Well, maybe I'll stop complaining. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just... Yeah, cowboy, whatever. Maybe I'll just plug in a Game Shark. I highly doubt that this emulator has that ability yet. In fact, I bet there's like no Game Shark cheats at all for this. I never actually owned a Game Shark or even a Game Genie for that matter. I just never really wanted to spend money on cheap devices, as cheat codes were free at one time before they became, unfortunately, DLC. Yeah, Ultimate Doomsday Device. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Alright, let's just see if we can't charge in here. And the civilian populace. Come on, get in there.
I'll bet that plane is loaded with goodness. Take it down. Goodness?
Either that is a rocket-assisted takeoff, or this game doesn't really know how powered flight works, but whatever. Okay, so that didn't work quite like I'd hoped it would. Not only am I still being chased by these guys, so this is a boss gauntlet. Like, a major boss gauntlet, where, essentially, we have to somehow survive all the little bastards and kill him. All with one life and no fuck-ups. And I'm only at half health, so... I don't know, I might show off that little multiplayer thing and call it a day. Because, like, okay, this is one of those things where it's basically a war of attrition, almost, to actually get to the end. And he's just gonna keep spawning, isn't he? But we should... Actually, let's blow that building. So he doesn't keep spawning like an asshole. And we should be able to take his soul. I'll check the chat in a second. In a moment. It'd be really awesome if mechs were actually worth it. I mean, 40K gets away with it because the Titans are so huge and cool. But, like, you could totally just have, like, a tank, like, 20 miles away, just take pot shots at these things. Alright. Now. It's time to split. War for Cybertron.
Here's the dropship. Kill it. Reap what you sow, Strader.
Cause what you reap is what you sow, man. Unless, like, they get millions and millions of dollars. Those old... That old protest rock. What? It's like, wait a minute, are we rich? Whoa! Uh-huh, I'm sure it is. Okay, let's not focus on that. Blast that fucking bridge. Blast the bridge. Come on. Come on, reload. I'm probably gonna lose again. Okay, we took the bridge out, so we're good. But I'm still probably gonna lose again. No, wait, there's a fucking bunker. Thank Yasmir for all the preppers. Alright, now let's actually play a game. Where is the old Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, fuck you, Mark Ruffalo. Oh, see, I need to be able to move slightly faster. And so basically this is going to be Circle Strafe Jamboree here. Because what we're going to have to do is try to keep something between me and him. Ah, there's another bunker. I did not see that until just now. Okay, we may not be so screwed after all. Come on, get over there, get over there. He's still hiding over there. He fears my wrath. Shit! Aw, oh, come on!
You must relent before the chosen of Blake.
Uh-huh.
He has really...
Oh, crap! Of course, I stepped... Well... Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen. You have to angrily drop your controller when something like that happens. Alright, we're not done for the day. But I will show this off, and we're going to come back next week and try to beat that guy, because I'm not in any mood. So you can actually play multiplayer completely by yourself. It's sort of like electronic masturbation, so to speak. And so this grinder mission allows you to basically go through let's see, hold on, I can actually choose between a variety of different mechs here. I should go back for the old Mad Cat and just go through different enemies.
Grinder.
Grinder indeed. I think little game modes like this really keep a game alive, because like multiplayer comes and goes, but being able to just fight against bots in a little, you know, arena like this is something good for short bursts. Like you just want to play something and miss a lot. We're just kind of in the mood for playing something, and you don't really feel like going through any sort of story. Games that have little things like this, they're the ones that really stand the test of time, in my opinion. Like, AVP Classic 2000 was really good about that. It had that little skirmish mode where you could just fight endless waves of xenomorphs. Really, I'm in a mech. You should be able to go up that bloody incline. It's not a wheeled vehicle. But yeah, you can just go fight against endless waves of xenomorphs. And I kept playing AVP for years because of that. Even Doom is like that. It's something that you could just turn your brain off and not have to think about. Dark Souls is potentially good for that as well, since it is primarily a gameplay game. I would have loved to have known about this game back in the day, though, because like this is a good game, even though I'm like pissed off now, because that's one of those fucking gauntlet boss fights that takes forever to get to the end. We'll get it. This gets the rare 7th episode. I really wanted to do Necromunda, but I am not doing that again. Let's see. Pick a weapon class to arm yourself in a sci-fi setting. Classic firearms, laser rifle, plasma, royal. Smart munitions launcher, I think, would be the best idea. Something that kind of aims for you. Because remember, if you're fighting fair, you're fighting wrong. It's one of those things where 40K is really starting to get way more sci-fi than it once was. Because like bolters didn't even have an optic on them. But then again, I guess 40K did come out in the 80s and like optics weren't a thing back then. That's how you know you've got a legacy franchise, when none of the weapons that are supposed to be future and space heuristic don't actually have optics. And the cameras and TVs all are CRT. Fire all rockets. I didn't really mean to do that, but let's see if it does any damage. I swear, these rockets never seem to do that much. Oh no, he's on fire. There was a science fiction book. I think it is part of a greater franchise, but the franchise isn't really that great. Called Old Man's War, where like their space rifle had smart munitions. I actually would recommend Old Man's War. I just find the writer to be really, really annoying. Because the writer is one of those holier-than-thou types that thinks he's better than everyone else. But Old Man's War was a pretty good book. And Old Man's War, basically, it's kind of what it sounds like. Imagine sort of like a Heinleinian setting Except, in that setting, humanity has a bunch of colonies and shit like that. But when people reach age 70, they can get another life by joining the colonial defense forces. And they get a new body and new troops to command. Well, they don't actually get any troops to command, but they get a new body. And that body allows them to basically be sort of like a quarter as powerful as a Space Marine. It's not the greatest franchise, because the very second book gets a little preachy. But it's still pretty good. Actually, the first book's kind of preachy too, but it is a perfectly adequate science fiction universe. And I'm doing pretty well. I had to give up on that final boss fight because, damn. It's a, boss... It is a boss gauntlet that I absolutely hate. And I can't just get back to the fighting. I have to play through the level every goddamn time. I didn't fall off a cliff, did I? Yes, I did. That's just gonna happen a lot today, isn't it? Well, I almost was able to defeat... hold on, can I, like, blow my way out of here? Oh my. That's what somebody said. Aha, I was able to blow... Oh, wait, no. I was able to blast. There we go. If you say blow, that's very, suggestive. Alright, I think we're almost done with this little, I do find it funny. This is a legitimate arena, and yet it still has more going for it than any goddamn arena in, Doom Eternal / 2016. Okay, where is that little... Actually, it's not gonna be a little busted. I bet it's a, Atlas. Nope. It is a Timberwolf. I could show the other map as well. Oh. I'm still tempted to do some more of those concept videos. It's just I lack so much time. Well, that guy was easy. Because one of the videos I've really wanted to make for some time is a video talking about... There's Mr. Atlas! It's Altus! They're gonna have more anime games! I can't stand anime games. Like, oh, what is that one called? Not Dakimakura. Oh, it'll come to me in a second. Persona. That just looks awful. Or Daganopia or something like that. I watched some footage of that, and it just looked kind of painful. Anime games just are not my thing. Okay, who's left? Oh, that's the final boss! Hey! It's like I planned it. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do... Alright, I think I got an idea. This guy's really hurt. Alright, we're not gonna take the Atlas next time. You know what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen? You know what you think of what I'm thinking? Let's try it again. One last time before we call it a stream. Because... Yeah, we're gonna fucking kill this guy. Maybe his health is worse. Okay, that was a bad... Because, like, he's hurt. Okay, come on. Zap him! Okay, hold on, let's... Oh! Oh! I just got rocked. But I think this is the mech to use. Well, I was gonna say it was. Oh, get him! Come on, no! Okay. I think we're gonna try this again, because I bet that the Mad Cat is the better mech to use, because we're a little more maneuverable and a whole hell of a lot faster. Alright, let's try it again. It's like I planned it that way.
We can't let Strader escape.
It was a day unlike any other.
To capture whatever lost technology.
Alright, Matty Cat, let's do it.
Sir, get to the spaceport as fast as you can. We need to catch the commander before he can escape. I'm placing nav points for you.
MechAssault, who said if...
Anytime there's a bad game in a franchise everybody likes, people always have to defend it more than anything else. Oh, let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, being a cyborg, it sounds interesting at first, but the problem with being a cyborg is you have to trust whoever's gonna cyberize you, because you don't know what they're gonna put in you. Which I think is the biggest problem when it comes to anything like that. You gotta trust that they're not gonna put in a control chip. Deus Ex Human Revolution talked about that. Alright, we're going to play as the iconic mech versus the one that no one really has ever heard about. We still can't fly, unfortunately. Yeah, this is already going a whole hell of a lot better. As I walk into the side of the tank. Yeah, for the longest time I wanted to be a cyborg. But the problem with that, but these days, if I was gonna have like super soldier abilities, I would rather just have the Captain America super soldier serum. You know, I really want to avoid any sort of control chip potentialities. The Atlas is a cool looking mech, but the Mad Cat is iconic for a reason. Because goddamn, this is a nice vehicle. Alright, let's blast him. Cause like I just run so much faster, and I swear this little plasma ball launcher is just so much better. It seems, I guess it's fitting, you know, we're beating the MechAssault game today, and on top of that, we're beating it in the most iconic mech of all time. As for MechAssault, I absolutely adore this game, and I am calling this an Alpha Prime game. It gets the official General Lotz seal of approval. I would have loved to have played this as a kid, but at the same time, I'm glad I got to play it now. Really, I probably shouldn't have live. No, you motherfuck! I'm gonna try it again. I'm okay. I'm not gonna lose it. I am perfectly fine.
Sir, get to the spaceport.
I am perfectly fine. Complete zen. Complete zen. Complete zen. I might as well just be floating right now.
Sir, they're trying to blow the bridges. Don't get caught on one.
Yeah, don't get on one. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Maybe I hate this game now. Nah, I don't hate it, but... You see, Silver Rings, this is why we have save states. This is why we have them. So they don't make us want to hurl a controller across the room. I say that primarily in jest. Back when I was younger, I used to do that. In the present era, I don't even feel the desire to do that anymore, so, yeah. I don't really get too much catharsis from random crap like that. Actually, to be honest, I never really got it back when I would chuck a controller across the room. My one bit of control... Actually, I never actually destroyed a controller, but I did chuck a game box across the room once. It was Star Trek Legacy, because there's a level, much like this one. Oh, God. A level, much like this one, where you have to stop 3 comets, and it has to be timed just perfectly. I didn't time it just perfectly, and lost, like the 5th time. So I chucked the fucking game box right. And I rolled a natural 20, and hit the Enterprise A display stand, breaking it. That was one of the first things that taught me, don't be an idiot. Sadly, it would take years before I'd actually learn that lesson. I'll check the chat in a second.
Let's see. Doom Fanbase is militant. Mauler and the Marauder. Dallas needs more actual mechs to support it. I can see that. Save states are for the weak.
Ugh. Are bronies even a thing anymore? I mean, it's 2021. I'm sure that show has long since gone off the air. Ponies. I'll tell you this. There is no era. There is no actually, I'm not even going to say that. Can you imagine? There's a universe somewhere out there in the multiverse, the mirror universe, where I'm into fucking ponies. That's just sad. You know, alternate pony General Lotz, you disappoint. How could you make us look like an idiot? Ugh. He probably collects Canadian coins too. Actually, wait, I can't collect them. Could I be a brony? Speaking of Canadians, I did collect me some silver maple leaves, which are some nice little coins. I don't actually have a problem with Queen Elizabeth II. Having started paying attention to the stacker community, evidently people don't like the Queen. To be honest, I don't really care. I don't really have a problem with having the Queen's face on there. It's no worse than having FDR's face on coins. Nobody seems to have a problem with that. And FDR was a goddamn tyrant. Oh yeah, history may not tell you, but FDR was a tyrant. Like, not, of course he wasn't nearly as bad as, say, Addy or any of the others, but he was quite tyrannical. Here's something that history has kind of forgotten. FDR banned the possession thereof of gold. Like, if you owned it, if you had gold, and you didn't turn it in, you could go to jail. Can you imagine such a thing? Like, today, people would not stand for that.
Sir, you may want to blow any bridges or tunnels you see.
But
It'll cut off the fleeing enemy.
that was a load of old shite, it was. But history doesn't tell you about that. Actually, if I want to go even further and be kind of spicy, as they say, I'd also remind everybody that old Franklin Delano also put American citizens who, oh crap, I'm gonna die. It's the ghost of FDR. He's come back for revenge. Okay, so the Atlas, not a good idea. Mad Cat, I think we're gonna do it. I might have to do another one of these streams. I'm still getting rocked. And now there's these two fucking tanks, and they're gonna blow me the crap. I'm going to be blown to hell and gone. But we'll do it next time. Now, I'm gonna try one more time. Bronies are still in full force. Gugh. And yeah, people today are definitely... It's actually kind of funny. People like to talk about how people were more free back in the day, but the reality is people actually submitted to government tyranny much more back then than they ever did today. I mean, can you imagine banning gold and silver right now? Like, you know, you get a message from the mainstream media and they say like, alright, turn them all in. Turn in all your gold coins to the local bank. Nobody do it. But back then, people just did it. I mean, can you imagine trying to ban alcohol now? But they did it, you know. Can you imagine trying to put American citizens into relocation camps? Yeah, not gonna happen. See, that's one thing that history does. That's one thing that people do that I really hate. Not to get too negative, but in school you're taught about the Japanese relocation camps, as if that makes that somehow better. You see, that's how you can use language to basically change the narrative. It's not American citizens being put into concentration camps. I mean, relocation camps, internment camps. It's Japanese people being put into internment camps. See, it's okay if it's just that way, right? It's actually kind of funny how I never really paid attention to it until I really started thinking, like, wait a minute, they're still American citizens, even if they are of Japanese ancestry. Why word it in such a way? And then you think about it, like, oh, wait a minute, they're trying to change the narrative from one thing to another. They're trying to cover for FDR even now. It's pretty clever how well that works, because once you put Japanese into it, then you can call it racist, and you can do that, but you don't actually focus on the fact that it is the forced relocation of American citizens by the federal government. By executive order, no less. That should scare everybody. And then there's like, it's kind of funny how also the way the whole narrative is run, it's like, well, it's because of Pearl Harbor and blah, blah, blah. No, it's the federal government forcing American citizens to divest themselves of their property, because that's what happened, and then go live in internment camps for 4 years, where if you tried to leave, you would be shot. And I'm sure some were shot. So yeah, people forget about that. Really, FDR and Woodrow Wilson should be considered the worst presidents in American history, at least in terms of being horrifically tyrannical, and yet no one talks about that. I wonder why. I wonder why.
Let's see. Searched him, but yeah, Theodore Roosevelt wasn't bad.
And yeah, here's something that'll make you even more mad about the Prohibition. There's something else that gets left out of the history books. The federal government poisoned some of the alcohol, and people died from this, so that people would be afraid to drink. No joke. No joke. This is not even partisan politics. It's just, it happened. It's history. So, yeah, I mean, that's just one of those things. Once you start looking up what really happened or what just was left out of the history books, it'll make you pissed off. And see, to me, none of that's partisan. I mean, it's stuff that happened. That should not be a Republican or Democrat thing. It should literally just be, did this happen? Yes. Was it shat? Yes. Oh yeah, much worse. See, the difference between them and the person you speak of, don't want to get taken down by YouTube after all, is those two actually got stuff done, whereas the other guy didn't. So that's the thing, you know. FDR, tyrannical bastard. Woodrow Wilson, tyrannical bastard. In fact, old Woody didn't even think that the Constitution was a thing, thought it was outdated. Who did I get a double kill? Yes! I am a god of war. So, yeah. In all reality, you know, old FDR, man, and he's still on the goddamn dime, even to this day.
Sir, you may want to blow any bridges or tunnels you see. It'll cut off the fleeing enemies.
That's one thing about, like, coins that I kind of have a problem with today. Used to be you didn't have presidents on coins. It was usually some sort of allegorical liberty concept. They just look so much better. Although the Silver Eagle still looks pretty good. Even if the premiums on those things are ridiculous. I refuse to pay it. I won't pay it. It's like getting a Silver Eagle is like $40 now. I remember when those things used to be like 12. I will say this about silver stacking. Don't expect to get rich, like, ever, off of silver stacking. It is literally just saving money in silver form. You won't necessarily get poor well, if you spend all your money on it, I guess you'd go poor, but silver will always be worth something, but it's certainly not something that you're going to get rich off of, because in the 20 years since I last bought silver, I've gained like a few $100. That's about it. Be better off getting a savings bond if such things were even worth it now. Which they aren't, because interest rates be crap. Yes, we've gone from talking about mech warriors to talking about interest rates. Why? Because I'm an old person. Come on, blast him. Fucking helicopters. Still easier to hit the bloody things with the Mad Cat. I think in this game, the Mad Cat is by far my favorite, though. Atlas looks cool, but the Mad Cat just seems to be the most versatile of them all. I mean, it has pretty good health. It's fairly powerful. I even like the way it looks. I mean, it's like no wonder it's popular. Some things are popular for a reason. Like the X-Wing. That's just a pretty awesome design. Or like the Constitution class Enterprise. I mean, the Connie looks hottie. That's the best joke you got at 8:45.
Let's see. So I'm still on it. Shit.
I really hope that hyperinflation thing doesn't hit, just because I really want my real... See, here's the thing. Technically, silver is the real money, but try going to a store and using it. So it's like, I think like real money is like the fiat shit. It's like, I would not want that to no longer be useful. Like, this is so much easier as the Mad Cat. Yes, we go from fiat currency to Mad Cats. The system of currency used in MechWarrior, or Battletech, is really what the universe is called. The system of currency in that is C-bills. A C-bill is literally airtime, well, subspace time, on the subspace radio that can go superluminal. Which, I guess that works. I mean, there are some African economies that run on prepaid phone cards, so weirder things have happened. This is so much easier. I mean, like, my god. As the Atlas, I was like half dead at this point. But see, that's an interesting thing. Like, airtime as a unit of currency, I think, is actually pretty clever.
Way to go, cowboy.
Because you can't really inflate that. I mean, time is time. I'd like to inflate a little bit of time, have some more time off, but... So, instead of just... You can't print more time. And so I think that's pretty clever. Because it's like, you can print $11 billion. Uh-huh. It's a trap, huh? Okay, I got hurt bad from that, but I should be fine. Blast him. The Mad Cat is madly awesome. I am madly in love with the Mad Cat. It's loaded with health, I know that. Thank you for all that sweet, sweet green. See, that works so much better. Ooh, we can use those bloody missiles, too. Like, we can seriously fuck that guy up. Okay, now I'm not going to... Now, wait a minute. Are those things actually... Okay, well, I'm not going to waste the good stuff on that. We're just going to blast that generator with the machine guns. Except it's not really hurting it. Yeah, it is. There we go. Okay, we're not going to fight Last Bastard. Because we're still in pretty good health. Except I don't know where that stupid door is now. Shit. I think if we fight him, that might be the best idea. Blast him. Or I could blast the hangar. That works too. Blast him. Yeah, we're starting to really fuck him up, but I'm still wasting perfectly good plasma on this guy, but whatever. I've still got the rockets. And his soul will feed mine. Okay, now we're at full health. Alright, we're good. Is it... Oh, you bastard. You missed. You suck. Alright, it's Mad Cat time.
There's the dropship. Kill it. Reap what you sow, Strader.
Don't waste the missiles! Actually, wait, can I just shoot it with that? There we go.
Mercenary scum.
Yeah, mercenary scum.
The light of Blake will cleanse your
Uh-huh. Light of Blake. Alright, we've got to blast that fucking bridge. Otherwise all those little buddies are gonna come in here and blast us. Alright. This is so much easier. So much easier. Yeah, your little buddy's not gonna save you now, huh? Okay. Whoa, whoa, get away from the exploding things, please, thank you, and all the rest. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Come into my trap, dude.
My wrath is swift and terrible.
Uh-huh.
I think he told us that already.
Something's terrible, alright.
You must relent before the chosen of Blake.
No! Oh, come on. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, bullshit! Bullshit! Alright, we might still be able to do it. Okay, come on, 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 come on. Please, 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 please. No! Fuck! What time is it? I'm gonna keep at it. Gonna keep at it. 10th ounce gold cougar end. Nice.
Sir, get to the spaceport as fast as you can. We need to catch the commander
house
before he
with
can
a gold
escape.
chain.
I'm placing nav points for you.
Okay. Last time. As much as I hate to admit it, though, this is one of those games that's good enough
Sir, they're trying to blow the bridges. Don't get
that
caught on
I enjoy this game enough that I'm actually willing to keep playing. You see, there are times when I'm afraid that I don't like gaming much anymore, that I might have even outgrown it by some chance, and then I play something like Necromunda or this, and it's like, I really don't want to stop playing the game. I want to beat the game. I'm enjoying it enough to want to complete it. That is the hallmark of a good game. Instead of just a game that I'm playing just to, like, mark time. So yeah, if anything, a game that pisses me off as much as this, I still want to actually beat it. I'm gonna try killing that guy one more time. See, that right there should be is part of the general Lotz, you know. Oh, come on, he's right there. Just hit it. Ah, fuck him. Just blast that bloody thing. Thank you. See, the problem is, he has those rail guns. So if I don't waste my time trying to kill him, and those tanks are gonna pack. Okay, let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's blast that, because they actually do the most damage. Blast that. And we got a double kill. Okay, he's still gonna be there. I guess I better fight him. Come on. Just kill him. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, you got mortars. Well, guess what? I'm a giant fuck-off tank of death, so whatever. This is the last boss fight. Come on, people! Why make me have to go all the way back? And yeah, most new games are pretty lame. I don't know if it's just me, but it just doesn't seem like there's as many games as there used to be. I guess because everything is AAA now or catering to China. I mean, used to be there were all sorts of games, like of multiple different genres. Maybe it's just me not knowing that they exist, but it's like the old adage of just somebody creating a game out of nothing just seems to be kind of gone now, which is pretty sad in many respects. I mean, like, can you imagine? I guess since everything has to be the next big thing, you can't have a game like, say, MechAssault here, because MechAssault was not going to be the next big thing. There was no way it was. And since every game has to basically be the epic game of the year all years, and if it fails, the whole company goes down, you have to be very careful with what you release. Alright, if I die just one more time, I am giving up for the night, because, my hand's already hurt. Hey, yeah, breaking news and all the rest. Hey, get out of my way, you bastard.
Sir, you may want to blow any bridges or tunnels you see. It'll cut off the fleeing enemies and keep reinforcements off your back.
We're gonna try to do, something stupid. Like, avoid all the enemies. I actually can move more than 1 mile per year, so maybe I can. Except I'm getting shot by fucking missiles. Get a missile up my ass, and that's not fun. Okay, what is missiling my ass here? Alright, I guess either A, I can give up on this, or B, keep trying. Can see, I'm getting shot by everything at once. Ooh, we can double kill him though! Double kill! Come on, don't get stack pulled. Okay, we're good. You can try and kill them or just ignore them. Yeah, because that's a good idea. Actually, it seemed to work, so maybe it's not that bad of an idea after all. Those tanks, though, look a little like Lehman Russes, but... Fucking helicopters. Alright, we can at least take that out, hopefully in one hit. Nope. Ah, almost missed that bloody bunker. Still though, this is not going as bad as it did the first couple of times. And yeah, a lot of gaming companies are dead. I mean, just look at poor Raven Software. I guess around like 2005, most of the smaller ones just died out because of EA and among other things, and the changing gaming market. Once gaming went mainstream, I guess the smaller companies just couldn't really hold on. Although, indie games are filling that void, thankfully. Because, once again, look at Necromunda. That is very much a niche sort of thing. I guess that's really the thing that kind of died out, was the very concept of the niche game. Because, like, this wasn't, you know, the super generic game that'll be popular in, like, every region of the world. It's MechAssault. It's giant mechs that requires a little bit of intelligence to play, which is why I'm having so much trouble with it. But indies are starting to claw it back, which is very, very good. So gaming isn't dead yet. What's shooting at me? Is that fucking tank? I got you right, Lehman Russ. You can take a fully charged up plasma shot. I got your Lehman Russ right here, you bastard. Alright, so we gotta look for any more bunkers. Oh, we gotta get the plane. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I got some Cougarans myself. Ooh, that reminds me, Cougarans were actually the only game in town for a while. You see, since gold was outlawed in America, there weren't like American Gold Eagles. Those didn't come online until 1986. So really, if you wanted to stack gold or just have gold, you only... Oh, really? I left one bloody generator. And now here come all the little tanks. I think we're gonna be screwed this time. Because, like, I had planned on just charging past these guys. I'll turn around and fight them in just a second. I'm not gonna give up. Not gonna give up. But yeah, like, the Cougaran was, like, the only game in town for a very long time. The, Silver Eagle is actually a fairly new coin. Okay, I thought I blew that thing up. It's not moving anymore. I guess it has to be completely destroyed.
Now get in there and stop that bastard.
Yeah. We'll stop him. I'll waste my rockets. Actually, I can get some more in there anyway. Come on. Alright, at least that's hurt. At least he's hurt. Hurt his feelings. If I get killed by these two guys, I swear, I'm going to take the game out of the computer. Oh wait, the game's not even in the computer. The files are in the computer! Yep, I'm gonna die. Yep, dead. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is Battletech, Battle Force. Battle, go fuck yourself. Let's see here. Games Camp is decent or okay. That is true. Alright. Well, we're going to have the very rare 7th episode. But until then, I'm General Lotz, wishing you good frustration and good controller smashing, whatever